Let's see, is this thing on? Yeah, it's on. Alright, what's going on, guys? RoadKingSino here, bringing you a quick episode of the Dirty Left Shoe Chronicles. You dig? This is actually going to be a unboxing and... oh, I messed that up. Let me try that again. What's going on, guys? RoadKingSino here, bringing you another episode of the Dirty Left Shoe Chronicles. You dig? This is actually going to be a unboxing video as well as a review of this product that was sent to me by Carpuride, and it is a waterproof navigator. This is for your motorcycle. You essentially mirror your cell phone with this unit, and you're able to control your music, control your text messages, control your calls, GPS and so forth, and you're able to do it all while having your phone in your pocket or your bag or wherever you have it on your motorcycle, which in terms could stop a lot of people from losing their cell phones when we out on these roads. So this could be a good accessory for motorcycle riders. I guess we're gonna see. All right, let's get right into the unboxing. This is the package that it comes in. Packaged nicely. Just came in a regular box through the mail. Carpuride. It's got a picture of the navigation unit on it, as well as it showing it in water because this is a waterproof. It says it's IP67 waterproof, and you see they got the best Harley Davidson that you can own as a model for their product right there. So it seems like they knew exactly who to get this product to. I got my plastic knife, man. It's like a jail knife. Alright. Let's see if we can open it up here. It's got some nice packaging. Ooh, can you see that, guys? Clean unit. Let's see what we got here. Okay, this is the monitor itself. So we got the monitor itself with the wiring. Looks like the wiring is actually hooked to the monitor, if you can see. Then it's got a little fuse where you can, looks like you can hardwire it to your battery with this setup. Got your negative and your positive with a little fuse on it, and the wire runs right into the monitor. And it looked like it's got some type of a quick connect right here, so I'm guessing it is another way you can wire this up, which we'll see. On the back, it's got the ball type mount. So if any of you guys are familiar with that with your phone mounts, it shouldn't be a problem. I'm sure there are different attachments as far as different sizes for the ball type mounts, but that's the size of this one. Really nice monitor. Feels like it's made of like a harder plastic. Doesn't really feel cheap, but it doesn't necessarily feel super robust either. But it looked like it's well made. It really does look like it's well made. It's got a power button right here, and looks to be, I'm not sure what that is, if that's a slot for an SD card or what. That's what I'm guessing. But that and the power button right here on this slot, it looks like you have to unscrew it and screw it in order to insert it. So we got the monitor, which is what it comes with, and it's got a piece of film over top of it to protect it. For anybody who might be curious, this should work in a car just like it would in on a motorcycle, as well as a slingshot, T-Rex, any other 3-wheel vehicles, 2-wheel vehicles, 4-wheel vehicles, but it's marketed for a motorcycle. So that's what I got this to review it with, is one of the motorcycles. So alright, and it looks like this is another way that you can connect it using a quick connect here, and you hook it into the monitor. This other quick connect that actually had the red and black wire to hardwire it. So, and this has a USB, so I'm guessing this is not drawing a whole lot of amps. It looks like input use for it would be 5 volt to 5 volt 2.5 amps. So it shouldn't be, it shouldn't draw too much. I'll put 12 volt. Of course, you need to have a 12 volt source for it. Then we got some hardware. Looks like this is the mounting unit for it. Now, right offhand, I mean, it looks like your average normal mount unit. This definitely feels solid, robust, like it's not going anywhere. I know a lot of people who've gotten the 360 cameras and the some of the GoPros, and their accessories as far as mounting are very much cheaply made, I guess you could say, plastic. Seems like this is like some type of metal. At least this part and this part. So it seems like it's very well built. And I'm guessing that this part goes, and it's got like a little spring in there, if you can see. Open it up a little more. It goes into the back like so. And then we tighten it down. And this other part, it looks like is for your handlebars. Now, a big question that I am going to have for this is, I'm not sure with the maximum size handlebars this will be able to fit on. I had 2-inch drag bars on my V-Rod, and all my other bars are pretty much standard. So that would be my only thing, is would it be able to fit the V-Rod. I even believe I can get this onto the T-Rex, in a mount position onto the T-Rex. It won't be on the frame, but maybe somewhere solid. So you guys let me know if you'd like to see me have this mounted in a T-Rex and actually use it too. It's got the normal adjustability of any other mountain hardware that you would normally use for a phone or GPS unit, Garmin, any of those other ones. So looks pretty good. Other than that, we got a tool and an instruction manual. Alright guys, so we're going to get right into the main interface of this unit and talk about some of the features that it has. Just so people aren't confused as to what this is, because when they did get it out to me, I was a little confused as far as not knowing if it was just a navigation unit, all-in-one type unit, head unit that can do it all. I was just a bit confused, but let me just go right into it. This is essentially a navigation unit that mirrors your phone, as I said earlier. It has the ability for you to use CarPlay, so iPhone CarPlay compatible, as well as Android Auto too. Has audio output, 2 sound modes, iPlay, A Auto, and BT transmitter, which is Bluetooth transmitter. Display off, Bluetooth phone. Let's see, it says before use it is necessary to connect the Bluetooth of the phone first, and this function cannot be used in CarPlay Auto mode. So basically you would connect your phone to this unit via Bluetooth. Okay, so you would need to do that first before you can get everything mirroring, before you could get everything to mirror from here to here. Alright, and we're going to power it up and everything later, but right now, like I said, I'm just going over the general functions of it and what this does. So again, it does do iPhone CarPlay, as well as Android Auto too. Music, Bluetooth music, card, that slot that I showed you earlier on the side that had the screws on it, it is a slot for SD card, and that SD card slot supports up to 64 gigabytes for playing music, videos, and pictures. So you can load videos on it, as well as pictures on top of music. One thing I will say is I would have liked to see one thing. Oh, it's on this side. One thing I would say is I would have liked to see this without screws. I'm guessing they had this whole screw setup in it because this whole thing is supposed to be waterproof, just to ensure that it's not creating any gaps or leaks or anything. But I mean, even those screws I don't think will necessarily stop it if it's gonna leak. I think they should have possibly not done the screws and maybe just did the simple push-in like grommet style thing to cover the slot. It's gonna have a section for settings on there, section for volume display, and a section for EQ, your equalizer. It's going to have Bluetooth connection indicator on there, so you'll be able to visibly see that you are connected to your phone. And what happens is you connect from your phone to this unit. Then from this unit, you can connect to your motorcycle headset, whether it be, you know, headphones or Bluetooth wireless headphones, or your actual headset that's actually, you know, that you have for your helmet. That's pretty much it. It looks like it's a process that you do go through to get this thing paired up and going, but we'll do that once we get it mounted up. Another thing that I did see is that they do have a fuse that came with it. This is a little 3-amp fuse. I'm not sure if you can see it. Let me see, guys, because there's a little bit on it. Come on, camera. Yeah, it's a little 3-amp fuse that came with it. So this does have a fuse in it. They gave you an extra fuse in case it blows, so that's obviously not drawing a whole lot of power, so you shouldn't have any issues with it. One thing I will say, as far as me and as far as I go, when it comes to wiring any electrical type accessories up to my motorcycle, people who know me know I tend to use a lot of SAE connectors, quick connectors a lot of times, just because, you know, I have faith in these products, don't get me wrong, to a degree, but, you know, sometimes you never know when it comes to this wiring and things. And we ride these motorcycles, and it's a lot of vibration, it's a lot of shaking, it's a lot of things going on when you're going down the road that could possibly cause one of these wires to loosen up or anything of that nature, or just give you bad wiring in general. And though that's one problem that could cause a parasitic draw on your motorcycle. And we try and stay away from those types of issues by installing a SAE quick connector. And if those of y'all who don't know what that is, just to simplify it, pretty much anybody who uses a battery tender and plugs their bike in with the battery tender, it's that little connector that you see on there that has the little pole on it that you see that sticks out, which is usually the negative side, and then the other part that has rubber around it that has an inside, it's a female part of it, and then you plug it in and you hook in your battery tender. So it's that style of connector. Alright, let's see if we can get it powered up. Just using this method really quick, and then we'll check the other way. Oh, look like we had it. Look like we got action. See it powering up. Okay. Let's see. Display on and off. Okay. Volume. Okay. Phone. Bluetooth device is disconnected. Looks like we got to hook it up to Bluetooth. Music. There's no music on there. Bluetooth device is disconnected. Go to Bluetooth settings on your phone. Card, we don't have anything in there. Settings. Okay. I'll tell you right now, the screen definitely seems pretty responsive. And then as soon as I say that, I had to hit it 2 times. Auto, okay. iPlay, okay. And by the way, guys, I have Android. Yeah, I know I suck, and so, and that's the equalizer feature. Alright, and then that look like that's home. This is going to be the screen. Another thing that I did mention, guys, is it does have this visor over top of it. So that should come into good, that should come in handy really good for sunny days. So we'll see once we get it mounted up. Alright, so we'll just quickly take this off. Alright, and we'll hook up the other connector for it, which obviously has some type of converter or boost cable, USB boost cable it says. Alright, let's see. Okay, let's plug this USB in. Hold on, let's see. We turn the power on first. We got 77% on here. I don't know if you can read that. 77%. Might be flickering, I'm not sure. But alright, let's see. Ooh, fire's right up. So that's running right off this. Alright. So it does run. And as you can see, we got all the features as well. So we'll go ahead and we'll try and mess with it a little bit with the battery pack. I mean with the jump box, because I have to charge this anyways. Okay. It's going through. So it's going through here from my phone, and then from here to my headphones, which essentially would be your helmet. Okay, now let's try and hook it to the party speaker. Okay, so let me disconnect this just so you guys can hear it live. So this is basically how you would run your music, phone calls, videos, everything. Okay, and also remember it does have the SD card in there, so you can run it directly off of this into your Bluetooth headset, from what I gather, I guess you could say. Alright, so let's exit from that. Let's go back in here. Okay, we got the party box right there. Let's see if this will connect.
Bluetooth connected.
Alright, let's go ahead and play this audio book and see if that works.
Proved that. He told them lies.
Super loud.
And he was so persuasive with his speaking ability, and that people believed him.
Super loud, but
And he was telling them a lie.
as you can hear, it's going through again. It's going from the phone here and then into the speaker. Alright guys, so we went ahead and we installed the unit. Very simple. It's basically a 2-wire install if you're going directly to your battery. So you have this waterproof connector right here, which is 1 wire. It's really 2 wires in it, a positive and a negative. It runs down, and I went through underneath the tank all the way up and into the battery right there. That's why I don't have inserts right there at the moment. So I went with that for now. And again, like I said before, it also is equipped with the USB way of connection. So you have that choice and that option. I went ahead and went with the B-King instead of putting it on the V-Rod. For one, my V-Rod is still apart, but also two, I think it looks better like this, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think. But this display gives it a very TFT gauges type look, especially for an older Street Fighter style bike that has the older gauges like so. We just need Android Auto to give us some capable apps to get some gauges on here through one of the apps. So let's go ahead and go forth with it. Oh, and also too, if you do like the way that I did mount it, the mount that it came with is actually a bar mount. Okay, now I had it clamped here. Hold on, this way. I had it clamped here, which basically had the monitor up in this range, so it looked very standoffish, almost like a you know, like a navigation unit that you would, an external navigation unit that you would use for a car. I kind of like things a little bit more stock looking or organized looking, so to speak, look like they belong there. So I went ahead and had the idea of mounting it dead center of my gauges, and yes, I could still see over my see over top to my gauges, but I can't see, you know, the actual mile per hour that I'm riding and whatnot. So I was able to achieve this by using the same hardware. If you look right here through the back, let's see if you can see, this is the piece that came with it. I actually even used the bottom piece, this bottom clamp. I actually used this too as well, because the piece that I ordered, the extra piece that I ordered, which was just a ball, it wasn't tall enough to give me the clearance that I needed. it actually wasn't pushed back enough to give me the clearance that I needed. So I used that clamp from the bar clamp that it came with. I used one side of it. So is another side that connects to this. I just used the side that connects to that. And I took the screw out of what I ordered, which is this, and it has that that fitting that expands, and I just ran that screw through the hole right there, and it expanded down through the steering stem neck. Now this is just temporary, guys. I just did a quick fit for the sake of the video, and it actually looked pretty good. So when I seen it on this bike, I decided I was gonna go ahead and leave it on this particular bike, because again, I do like it, and I think it just gives it an updated look. So we have power button right here. Let's power it up. As you can see, that's what comes on it when you power it up. Now let's quickly go over some of these features, and then I will tell you what I think. So we connect to this via Bluetooth. So you have your Bluetooth, your wireless connection, or your Bluetooth connection through your phone. So obviously I have Android, so I will be using Android Auto. If you have iPhone, you will be using Apple CarPlay. So you connect via Bluetooth to this, and then from here you're going to connect from this unit to your audio source, which would be your Bluetooth headset, your helmet headset, what have you. This is actually connected to my party box that I was trying to connect to early on in the video. Android Auto, of course, you click on that. It runs dual screen, so you see it's got Audible. I got an Audible book up right there. It says Google Maps needs location, so you just go into your phone, okay, and it's gonna ask for permission. So once it asks for permission, you just obviously give it permission, and you see it'll tell you and bring you right to where you're at that moment. Okay, so we'll exit out of that, and it'll be the same thing for Apple CarPlay as well. It has other features like being able to talk on your phone, so you're able to talk on your phone using your headset, of course, and when you stop, you're able to actually text message and make text messages, respond and receive them, of course, through this as well. So you will be able to do a lot with this. At first I was a little confused, I must be honest, to what this would be used for, but I'm starting to get the hang of it a bit, and just how it looks on this bike alone, I'm starting to kind of fall for the style, because it really just gives it a update look. I know that's just kind of like just like the cosmetics of things, guys, but I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like, I like it. If you're interested in knowing more information or purchasing this product, click the link in the description box and it'll take you directly to the site. If you haven't done so already, make sure you comment, like, subscribe. Most of all, share this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.